quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh
Gino Corsi is the ultimate choice for all of your real estate needs. With a wealth of experience and a deep understanding of local neighborhoods, Gino consistently goes above and beyond to find the perfect home or investment property for his clients. When you choose Gino Corsi as your realtor, you're choosing a trusted partner who will guide you every step of the way to your real estate goals. Are you ready to love where you live?
Hey everyone, it's Gino Corsi with Triple Diamond Real Estate, and I'm so excited to officially announce that I am now a proud sponsor of Missouri State Ice Hockey. When you work with me, you're not only getting a reliable realtor, but also contributing to the growth of our community through local sports. So give me a call if you're ready to team up and find your dream home while cheering on our Missouri State Ice Bears.
Thank you. So, why Springfield? I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
You can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world. I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
Well, there are many great veterans organizations that help our wounded warriors. It's invisible wounds that go unrecognized, leading to addiction, brokenness, and often suicide. The Warriors Journey is a nationally recognized veterans nonprofit headquartered here in Springfield, Missouri. Our programs have helped over 15,000 warriors face those invisible challenges, saving thousands of lives and restoring countless families. No paperwork, no red tape. Learn more at twj.org or text us at 213-TWJ-HELP.
Pride. It is very common for one to associate the word pride with the lions of the Serengeti. But if you make your way to the Ozarks in North America and follow a migration trail that runs straight to Bear Boulevard, you'll find another unique and perhaps superior specimen, also associated with the term pride, the Missouri State Bear. While this bear sports truly unique plumage in the fall, it's the signature maroon and white coat that differentiates this bear from other lesser species. The Missouri State Bears are excellent nocturnal foragers, able to easily sniff out a mate, a nest, or the best cashew chicken around. While they can be recognized for their impromptu exuberance, what the Missouri State Bears are truly known for is their pride. It starts with an incredible work ethic, a never-give-up attitude, and their ability to rally around for the greater good. These bears take pride in their habitat, their fellow bears, their community, and their future. It's why Missouri State Bears sit at the top of the educational food chain. How do you know if the bear you see is a Missouri State Bear? Simple. Its trajectory is always onward and upward. And, well, they eat tigers for lunch.
Ball 60! Ball 60 right here, right now!
This is more than a game. This is one team united by one goal.
1, 2, 3, Bears!
We are your Missouri State Ice Bears.
WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents Missouri State University Ice Hockey. With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 2 between Missouri State and Dordt University. Hello everybody, Steve Casson with you, live from the Big Slice broadcast booth as we get Game 2 ready between these two teams. We said in the open yesterday that Dordt is a very good team, and they proved it yesterday with a 4-0 victory over Missouri State. And you gotta hand it to them and their goaltender. And Tim Nansen has not given up a goal in over 300 minutes for this hockey club. In fact, only one all year. Well, tonight it's going to be a different goaltender. We'll talk about that as we get into the WSR pregame report. And we take a look at the matchup between these two teams. And for Missouri State, as we take a look at the recap from yesterday's game, no scoring in that contest. The Ice Bears did manage close to the same amount of shots. You see it 30-31. But the big key was the way that the defenders play, and they played, quite honestly, like they are not a Division III club. Goals early on, one in the first period at 2:25 turns out to be the game winner, and that is a goal by Mason Carrolls, 7th of the season. The assist goes to Loken and Bart, 1-0, and then in the second, it is Nick Espenson on the power play, his 9th. Then Veenstra will get one in the second period at 6:12, and then his 19th at 8:43. And that is the final scoring there. Power plays, Missouri State 0 for 2. 1 for 2 were the defenders, and both teams only being assessed 2 penalties for 4 minutes. Let's look at the leaders for Missouri State, and that continues to be Isaac Cooper in 16 games, 10 goals, 10 assists, 20 points for him. 2 goals against Drury on November 11th. That has been his highest output. 5 goals, 7 assists in the last 8 games for him, and career points-wise, 68 goals, 66 assists, 114 games played for Cooper. second for Missouri State. And that is Carter Eifert. Had 2 assists versus Drury on November 1st, tied with Tyler Culleton for second in team goals. Career-wise, in 48 games, 16 goals, 19 assists, averaging just under a point a game. Third for Missouri State. That is Will Cassou. His last point was a goal against Drury on October 31st. 6 goals in 6 games for him. 19 goals, 28 assists in 45 games for Will Cassou. And for Cassou, he has had a 2-game point drought for now. And, of course, no player had a point in yesterday's game, being shut out 4-0. Fourth for the Ice Bears. That is Tyler Culleton. Lost a 2-game goal-scoring streak, which he had coming into yesterday's game. 5 goals in 8 games for him. And he also has the Ironman streak, the longest streak in Division III history. Need to update that with yesterday's game. He has played 120 straight games, literally from the second he started with Missouri State. Make that 5th for the Ice Bears. Thanks, Scott. Got it updated as quick as we say. Charlie Hager is 5th. 2 assists versus Drury on October 31st. 5 assists in 6 games for him. Career points-wise, 20 goals, 31 assists in 78 games, averaging just under 3/4 of a point per game, has 11 this season. Looking at the goaltenders for Missouri State, there are 4. Yesterday, Espen Rieger played. He's now 4-4 with a 4.05 goals against average and an .883 save percentage. But tonight, starting, it'll be Isaac Tillman in net. Tillman, in 4 games, he's 3-1 with a 3.43 goals against average and a .907 save percentage combined. The Ice Bears coming into today at 11-5 with the loss yesterday. We'll look at the visiting team. And for the defenders, Ryland Veenstra leads with 37 points, 19 goals, 18 assists. Mason Spector with 30 points. Zach Espenson with 23. And Ruben Hornman, 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points, 1.47 points per game. Nicholas Espenson also with 9 goals, 11 assists, and 20 points. And those guys figured yesterday in that power play goal to make it a 2-0 game. Nick Espenson with his 9th. Zach Espenson on the assist. That one coming at 4:49 of the second. And for the most part, Dordt really had control of the hockey game. Speaking of Nicholas Espenson, he leads the team with 4 power play goals, including the one yesterday. And an interesting word of note on this Dordt Hockey Club, I had mentioned that Andrew Benson was ranked number 13 with 11 points. Number 13 with 11 points because a lot of players ahead of him have scored for this Dordt University club, who right now is ranked 11th this season. Let's look at the matchup between these two teams after we take a look at the goaltending. And tonight it will be Isaiah Van Noord who will be in net. 2.56 goals against average, a .903 save percentage. He does have 1 shutout. Tim Nansen, though, if you look at him with yesterday, that's 5 shutouts for him this season. And again, he's only allowed 1 goal all year with a .16 goals against average. You can't get any better than this, a .991 save percentage, something I don't think I've seen this late in the season from a goaltender in many, many years. Now we'll take a look at the matchup. And Dordt owns almost every category, points-wise and record-wise, along with goals for and goals against, a goal differential. And on the power play, 63.9%. Unbelievable, 23 for 36. Although yesterday they were 50% at 1 for 2. And then on the penalty kill, they now, as of just moments ago, they own that too, 79.3% on the penalty kill. So Dordt at this point is just an unbelievable team at 14-1. Well, that'll wrap it up for the WSR pregame report as we get ready for game number 2 between Missouri State and Dordt University. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the puck drop right here from Brightspeed Ice Park.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Thanks for listening to the Ice Bears pregame show. Stay tuned. The opening face-off is coming up next on websportsradio.com.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Steve Casson, along with Cal Bussin. Veterans Day coming up. Want to say a big thank you to all the veterans. In fact, they have the Veterans Day Parade just outside of Brightspeed Ice Park today. So folks had a hard time getting into this arena, but they're making their way here as Veterans Day is just a day or so away. We're getting ready for the puck drop. Missouri State skating from the left to the right, and from the right to the left, it'll be the Dordt defenders. So Missouri State looking to get a goal. They have not scored in 60 minutes plus. And if they do get a goal, they'll do something that only one other player thus far this season has done. And that is to score early on this Dordt team. Play is underway and immediately gets sent down by Mason Spector all the way behind the Missouri State net. Quickly bounced off the boards, and the Ice Bears will have it. They outlet the pass all the way down across the red line and attack. Here is Ringhofer. Alex Ringhofer gets pulled down. No penalty. Play continues all the way back for Tyler Culleton to race. We'll see what happens. Missouri State coming out of the gate very quickly here, something they realize they need to do. Pass to Culleton, makes its way in on the backhander, goes around Isaiah Van Noord, the starting goaltender here today. Van Noord, 7-1, 2.56 goals against average. Small quick change for Missouri State, taken by Benson, and Andrew will clear it out to center. 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points for him as we get a full sail change. Ice Bears cannot bring it across the line. Alexander had it, went off of his stick, and now it's Dordt with possession. Across the line it comes to Veenstra. He has some room, goaltender out of position, and it goes behind the net. So the Ice Bears defensively keep track of that puck. Now out in front. In front of the referee's crease, puck is sent back for Missouri State. John Hager to come to help out, but it'll go to the far side. Grabbed now behind the net, or behind the goal line, that is. Looking out in front, and a drive that is steered aside by Tillman. That shot by Nicholas Espenson steered away, and Missouri State with possession. Quickly get it up into the corner, away from Trevor Alexander, but the Ice Bears keep it in. Here's a drive low along the goal line by Williams, and fighting it off is Van Noord. 17:56 to go in the period. and no score, but the difference, Missouri State getting some shots now. Draw one, Missouri State with possession. Williams taken away from him, and Mike Torlina is able to clear. Williams reverse, intercepted. Puck off the stick of Mason Carrells. Now picked up by Loken. Levi with a drive that misses wide. Out to the far side in front of the Missouri State bench. Ice Bears attacking a little better today than they did yesterday. That will be a boon for Missouri State. 17-17 to go in the period. Delayed offside. The Ice Bears gain possession. Driven down by Eddie Bossler. Now Adam Sprock. Tried to stick it ahead off of his stick, and Carroll's with it. Behind the net to Culleton. Here come the Ice Bears. They have a 2-on-2 across the line. Culleton lost the puck. Getting dumped in the zone was Sprock as we come the other way. 16:37 to go in the period. Puck back in the defender's zone, taken by Benson. His pass over to Welsh, off the boards and out and all the way down for Tillman to hold on. 16:21 to go in the period. They have not updated the shots yet, so we still have a 1-0 Missouri State shot lead. Ice Bears had it on the draw win. Taken away by Spector. It's cleared out to center. Now across the line, too far for Ringhofer. And it's Dordt with Benson out to center. Now here's a 3-on-2 for Dordt. Paracasilis will send it in. Drive as Tillman makes the save on the shot from the right side. That one came off the stick of Spector. On the side of the net again. Battle for it there. Missouri State able to grab, and it'll be Cooper with some help. Ringhofer gets pushed down. Fans react to that, nothing doing there. 15:20 to go in the period. Far side boards on the ice now, Jacob Cohen. Cooper with it. Down to 15 to go. Here in period number 1. Quick change for Dordt. Reedman upended at the goal line. Now the Ice Bears continue with the puck out. Cohen with it. Backhander down. Stepping in front of him is Waji. Back out to center. Losing a stick, or at least tripping over it, was Dolman, and now we get a whistle. Stoppage in play, 14:33 to go. Face-off will stay in the Missouri State zone. They've updated the shots 1-1. Here come the Ice Bears. Across the line, Reedman. Drive in, save, rebound. Reedman not able to pick it up. Chipped away from him by Waje, and it's out to center ice. 14:07 to go. Missouri State with the line change. And Dordt starting to control things a little bit more now. As Missouri State not getting the available time in the zone this time. Puck flipped out to center. Now they get it across the line. Worked into Trevor Alexander. He centers it up through the middle. Nobody there is McGrath. Wasn't expecting the pass. Now a drive comes in. Tillman will make the save on Carroll's shot. 13:37 to go in the period. And a 2-2 shot count. Draw one in the Missouri State zone. Puck up the middle, chipped out to center, almost out to center. The Ice Bears give it up. Here's Spector with a drive in, save, rebound. Taken by the Ice Bears. Horrell, he gets upended, although I think he helped his cause there. Puck sent down. Torlina into the corner. Now Torlina will have it. 13 minutes to go in period one. .54 to go in what has become a fast-paced first period. Shots 3-2 in favor of Dordt. It's been updated. Here come the Ice Bears. Big hit applied at the boards as Bossler is jammed in by Jansen. Now we are going to get a penalty, though. I think the slash is going to be called this time. So a power play for Missouri State. As a slash gets called. First penalty, first power play. In the box will be Torlina. .148 remains. Puck out to center. I'm wondering if we have a PA announcer. I've not heard any music or anything here today. So I am not sure if we'll get any announcements. 1:20 remaining. And that's what it sounds like. So we're on our own today. Here's Cooper. Drive in. Save. Rebound loose. It's kicked out by Van Noord. And all the way down for Missouri State to chase. Eifert. He held it enough for Missouri State to come back. Power play for 46 more seconds. Ice Bears now get it across the line. A drive that gets deflected as it's taken by Jamison McGrath. .39 seconds remains. Forstall with a drive in. Score! I will give that all to Zach Forstall. It's a power play goal, and Missouri State has gotten on the board first. It's the 10th time in 17 games. We'll take a look at it here as Forstall just snaps it off. I thought maybe it was tipped in front, but they're going to say maybe all Zach Forstall. And on the power play goal, Missouri State takes a 1-0 lead. We'll give it to Forstall right now as we will not have any public address on this. That's his third of the season. Three are the shots in favor of Missouri State. We get a whistle stoppage and play here for a penalty. That's going to be a roughing call. And going into the box will be Hornman. Second power play. Missouri State already 1 for 1. Two penalties, 4 minutes assessed to Missouri, or to the defenders of Dordt. Draw one. Taken by the defenders. Here is Schlechter with a drive. He scores. We're tied up. And another shorthanded goal. Well, Dordt will get a shorthanded goal to tie things up here in the first period. This one coming at 9:33. And that is his second of the season. We'll catch up with all the scoring when we can. So now 1:30 remaining, and we are at a 1-1 contest. Drive comes in, it hit the post. It went past the goaltender. Van Noord hit the post on Horrell's drive. Missouri State that close from taking the lead again. Here is Forrestal again with a drive. Good save by Van Noord. He fought that one off. Puck taken away and cleared and sent down. So on the Forrestal's goal, it's from Horrell and unassisted by Schlechter. That first goal at 8:55. Now 40 seconds remains. Ice Bears out of their own zone in a 1-1 contest. Across the line, here's Culleton. He waits, it's blocked, picks it up again, shot, save, rebound loose, and it's cleared defensively by Parakillis, and we get a whistle stoppage in play. 17 to go in the power play. Draw one again. And cleared all the way down to the Missouri State zone. 6 seconds remains. And that'll do it for the power play as a shot comes in that is handled by Van Noord. 10th shot for Missouri State. Play in the Missouri State zone. Ice Bears looking to try to clear on the ice now. Aiden Dupner. Dordt with some pressure here. Dolman. Right side drive blocked. Dolman again. Puck is now taken away, cleared out to center ice. Across the line, Nick Espenson behind the net. 17, make that 7:48 to go in the period, and the Ice Bears clear the puck. We're going to get an icing call, though. Face-off will come back into the Missouri State end of the ice. A 1-1 contest. 8:55 power play. Forstall his third. 9:33 shorthanded. And Dordt Schlechter with a unassisted shorthanded goal. Now Cohen across the line. He gets slammed into the boards. It's back behind. Ice Bears looking to steal. Dupner to the half boards. Sent down in low by Hunter Finley. Worked around is on the ice now Tyler Jardine. Williams will send it in. Delayed offside. Going down to 7 to go in the period. Shot in on goal. And the Ice Bears will work it around. Benson behind the net. Dordt out of their own zone. Carrolls will send it across the line in, and the Ice Bears had a hard time with it. Picked up by Dordt right out in front. Ice Bears slow to get to the puck. Adam Sprock gets checked. Now a couple players get tangled up, including two number 13s, Eifert and Bart. Missouri State on a quick change. All of a sudden, Dordt starting to pick it up now. The entries are not as crisp for Missouri State. Behind the net, Hornman, centering pass, broken up. Taken by Veenstra. Got 2 goals in yesterday's game. Down to 5:48 to go. Far side, chipped off the boards. Ice Bears still can't clear. They need to clear, they need to change too. Now here is Sprock with the drive. Not much pressure. And sent in from the right side by John Hager. Gloved by Van Noord. 5:18 to go in the period. Puck stolen by Dolman. Behind the net, Dolman with it, looking for some help. Good stick work by the Ice Bears Alexander. He's able to get it out to center ice. Here's Benson. Down to 5 minutes remaining. Missouri State with possession of the puck. They'll send it in. 4:50 remains. Drop back pass to Veenstra. Net gets dislodged. We get a stoppage in play here. 4:44 to go in period number 1. Forstall his third at 8:55, then at 9:33, Schlechter with a shorthanded goal, and that's where we stand right now. Draws one, puck to the slot, and it's cleared out to center. Benson will send it in. We get a icing call here. 4:28 to go in the period. That will bring it back into the Dordt end of the ice. Missouri State is allowed to change. A lot of ones on the board. It's a 1-1 game here in the first period. Shots 11-11. But 4:28 remaining in the period. Puck hits the net, flipped up by Benson. It'll stay in the Dordt University zone. 14-1 are the defenders, ranked number 11. On the road, they're 5-1. They've only allowed, now coming into today's game, 13 goals on the road. Nicholas Espenson looking to center it, rims it around the boards, kept in by Zach Espenson. And here is a potential break for Cooper. But a good play by Espenson to keep it away from Cooper. He would have had a good break. Now Cooper with it down the middle. Taken away from him. It's cleared out to center. 3:50 to go in the period. Now Cooper left side. Getting held up was Ringhofer. Couldn't attain the pass. Puck to the corner now. Send all the way down around the net. Nobody there. Grabbed in and a drive missing wide by Forstel. Left side. Eifert. Centering pass by Cooper. Broken up, and Eifert will send it to center where Missouri State will gain possession. 3:14 to go in the period. First period intermission guest. So we get an icing or a stoppage and play here. First period intermission guest will be Alex Ringhofer. We'll talk to him. Carter Eifert will be our second period intermission guest. Oldies but goodies. We'll replay those with them. Shot from the right point, sails wide as Welch got that. .250 to go in the period. Ice Bears with Alexander. He'll send it through. Broken up at the line. And now back in the Missouri State zone. White jerseys in the left face-off dot, but nobody can control. 2:23. Penalty coming up, a delayed call. It goes against Missouri State. The Ice Bears touch up. Interference. So interference will be called against Jacob Horrell. First penalty assessed to Missouri State. So this penalty comes at 17:42 on the interference call. Puck kept in up top. Espenson, Zach. Cross ice. Waiting, getting a drive off is Veenstra. And covered up by the goaltender Isaac Tillman out of Dubuque, Iowa. His last game was a 5-4 victory over Drury on October 31st. Stopped 24 of 28. And you can see how they move. Does Dordt the puck very well with the extra man. 1:27 to go. Game clock still at 1:38. Here is Zach Espenson. Score! Power play goal. And Zach Espenson now has a 3-game point streak. As he will get goal number 6. Nicholas Espenson will get an assist. This goal coming at 18:25 here in the first period. And it's a 2-1 game. .110 to go. Puck out to center. We're under a minute to go in period 1. Benson is able to clear. Helped out by Levi Loken. Loken this season, 3 goals, 12 assists. hasn't scored in 3 games. We get a whistle, stoppage, and play. It's covered up by Missouri State goaltender Isaac Tillman. All goals have been special teams. There has not been a even strength goal scored yet. Power play, Forrestal at 8:55. Schlechter with the shorthanded goal, his second at 9:33, and then it is Zach Esperson at 18:25, also on the power play. So the defenders are 1 for 1 with the man advantage. 14 seconds remaining as Zach's shot was denied. Dolman down behind the net, 6 to go. 1, and that will do it for the period. Shots on goal in the period. Tillman faces 15. Isaiah Van Noord faces 11. And again, power plays, defenders 1 for 1. And Missouri State is 1 for 2. Forrestal is third from Horrell in the first period at 8:55. Then at 9:33, Schlechter with his second, shorthanded. And then Zach Espenson on the power play, his 6th of the season from Nick Espenson. And that's where we stand right now, a 2-1 lead for Dordt University. We'll take a break, and when we come back, as I mentioned, it'll be an oldie but goodie, but Alex Ringhofer will be our guest in just a moment.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Alex Ringhofer is joining us now. The Missouri State Ice Bears, 15 goals, 9 assists, working on a 4-game point streak, 3-game assist streak, 2 goals, 3 assists in 3 games as we record this. Of course, tonight's and the weekend series to go. But, you know, you're one of those guys that you came on, and it really didn't take you much time to get going and to start scoring for this club.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an easy adjustment coming down here. I mean, a lot of guys around here made me feel comfortable, and Blevins put me in good spots to succeed.
And you talk about succeeding. I mean, you're one of those guys that, for the most part, you can always count on racking up points. I think there's a couple of games where you were held scoreless, but regardless of that, I mean, you're on a line with Carter Eifert and Tyler Culleton. How incredible can that be? I mean, that's a good scoring line right there.
Yeah, I mean, they're great guys to play around. I mean, Culleton getting to over 100 points already this season with another year to go at least, and Eifert, a new guy coming around with a ton of skill. I mean, it's just great to play with them. They're always finding me, finding them. Definitely helps playing with them.
This team right now is perennially a team that is made for the postseason, meaning you get to the postseason. Yeah. This is one of the first times that you don't know yet.
Yeah.
What's that feeling like?
I think all we're trying to do now is going and winning MACA now, and getting that, staying within the top 25 and just winning as many games as we can the rest of the year, and just really focusing on not losing, because it is crunch time. And yeah, last year we weren't in this position maybe where we might not make nationals, so we definitely really want to get there still.
A little tough because earlier this season you won 9 straight, and everything looked like it was going well. Statistically, things were going well. And I don't know, was it maybe you ran into some teams that were a little tougher than you thought? But what kind of started you going into a little curve here. Now you're climbing back up.
I think the last few months we've really struggled on Saturday games, and we really last weekend looking into it, we really wanted to win on a Saturday, and I think picking up a big win against WashU last weekend and sweeping, we just want to carry that out the rest of the year.
You, of course, played Arkansas. Now, that was a home-and-home. I don't know how difficult that was to kind of do that. You won the Saturday game, I believe, but it was, you won the Friday game, but it was the Saturday game that was the issue.
Yeah, I don't know if it was players having to travel back from Arkansas that Friday night and then get up early to come here to the rink, or I don't know. We just didn't seem quite prepared for that game. But, yeah, we really wanted to focus on not having those same issues again the rest of the year.
You know, we talk about the Division III team, and there really is no difference from Division I to Division III because it seems like everybody takes both teams as, hey, we're talking about good teams here. It doesn't matter what division you're in.
Yeah, no, there's definitely good players in every single division all around. I mean, yeah, really, I mean, everything's ran the same. We do all the same things pretty much before the games. I mean, it's all ran the same.
The only difference is Division III has played 5 outdoor games and Division I has not. You know, little things like that. You go down the line, and there's little things that happen that has not happened with Division I. But at the same time, you know, obviously those have got to be fun games too.
Yeah, those games last year were amazing outside. Those were so cool to play in. I mean, waking up at 8 a.m. in the mountains and seeing the sunrise while it's 15 degrees out, but you're playing hockey is really cool.
Now, take us through that, because I had heard rumors, at one point I heard rumors that in between shifts, players would go back into a warm area and come back on the bench, but I've since heard that's not entirely true.
I think we had some guys maybe go back in a couple minutes early from the period that weren't going to play, but I don't think really in between shifts they were going back. We were definitely sticking hot packets in our gloves, though, and in between our chest pads and stuff like that. For sure, because it was definitely cold out there those days, especially that morning.
Alex Ringhofer is joining us of the Missouri State Ice Bears. Have you seen the movie Mystery Alaska?
I have not.
Okay, if you go and watch that, it's a situation where they have what's called the Saturday game, and it's really cold up in the mountains, and they show them before the game. They're in this little shack, and they take like either warm potatoes or something warm. They stick it in their gear to kind of warm up and stuff like that. I kind of pictured that a little bit when this was all going down, but I've driven by that rink before. One year I was driving out, it was in the wintertime, but luckily there was no snow. Went up to the rink, and they had a little bit of snow up there, but I mean not enough to close the roads, but it's out in the middle of pine trees, and there's nothing going on there except this rink.
Yeah, I mean, it was like nothing you'd, ever imagine. You're literally in the middle of the mountains. You couldn't imagine that anywhere. And there's just a rink out there stuck there, and you are getting dressed in this little shack with a little concession stand, and then the rink is just on the side of a mountain. It's really cool to play at.
Alex Ringhofer is our guest. Why did you choose Missouri State?
I chose Missouri State for a lot of reasons. One, I knew the great hockey program. They had the school program I wanted, and with it being close to home, my parents get to come to the game still on most weekends, and it's always a good time.
Close to home being 3 hours away, but still, it's close enough, right?
Yeah, it's just close enough to where I get to be on my own and live out having fun in college just like every other normal student, and then also I get to see my parents, and they get to come support me on the weekends.
That is always a good thing. You mentioned it kind of has the program you want, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be some sort of project manager, so I'm studying construction management here. And, I want to be some sort of project manager for residential housing.
There you go. There's a lot that's needed here. Are you talking about apartments or?
Either apartments or one-family or two-family living homes.
So a little insight on me. That's actually my day job.
Really?
Yeah, that's
cool.
what I do for a company here locally. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of paper pushing, but there's a lot of pushing people to make sure that they get what they need to get done on time. So a lot going on. But if you're that kind of person, you'll succeed for sure.
Yep.
Who is your favorite NHL team?
The St. Louis Blues. Big Blues fan.
Now, are they going to make the playoffs this year?
I'm really hoping so, but it's not looking too bright right now. I think within the next 2 to 3 years, though, definitely the Blues will be in a playoff spot consistently year after year.
Do you think they'll have to make some trades this year? Or do you think that maybe it's, again, another one of those learning, rebuilding years? Or should Doug Armstrong say, nope, we're going to do something this year?
I think they could maybe move on from one or two of the older defensemen that they've brought in within the past couple years to free up some cap space for the new guys from that were playing very good in the World Juniors.
The only thing about this whole scenario is the cap is going up tremendously here in the next 3 years.
Which is really going to help. Yeah, I saw them in some trade considerations, too, with some of the big forwards on the lines and, like, stars along the lines of Elias Pettersson and stuff like that, potentially coming to the Blues, which would be very nice.
Alex Ringhofer is our guest with Missouri State. Who is your favorite NHL player?
I would have to either go with, right now, Jake Neighbors or Robert Thomas.
Thomas is definitely a good pick. And, you know, Neighbors has become a good pick. He's one of those quiet guys you never really would think that he would stand out, but all of a sudden he's starting to.
And I could see him staying in St. Louis for a while, not leaving. So.
Absolutely. I could see that, too. You think the goaltending core is okay right now, or is it the D that maybe they need to look at?
I think maybe probably one solid defenseman away from making the goalie core stand out a little bit better than what they do now.
Who on this team is the most inspirational?
I would say probably Tyler Colleton. No matter if it's a Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. or Thursday night or a rough turnaround for a game on a Saturday, he's always ready to roll. I mean, you could take a lot from him. He's always prepared to go no matter what the circumstances. So.
Who's the best chirper?
I'd have to go with the sneaky one being Trevor Alexander. This year he's gotten under a lot of teams' skin.
Obviously, there's things you cannot say, and whatever happens on the bench stays on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But scenario here, was there ever a situation where, whether it was he or somebody else, had just let out the best chirp you ever heard, and then, oops, it's your time to get on the ice, and you almost missed it because you laughed so hard?
I don't know if any of the guys have got me quite cracking up like that yet, but there's definitely been some really good ones, though.
That's got to be fun. Scenario here. So, Blues are going to the playoffs, and you got tickets to the game. It's all inclusive, everything like that. Get to meet one of your favorite stars or players. But there's a playoff game that night, too.
For our team?
For the team. Which one you going to?
I'm playing. I wouldn't miss. I'll sell the tickets, but I'm playing. And hopefully the Blues keep going, and I'll get tickets to the next round.
There you go. That's always a good thing. Speaking of that, have you ever gone to, a game in a suite or anything like that? Or
over winter break this year, a group of my buddies here from school, we had a event where it was a group of 12 of us, and we got tickets, and it was in a suite, and it was
nice.
A game versus Anaheim that they absolutely worked them. It was a great time.
That's got to be fun. As we're talking with Alex Ringhofer of the Missouri State Ice Bears, when you're out on the ice, is there anything that you think about? I mean, do you have any goals, anything that you want to make sure that you accomplish personally, or you just get out there and skate?
When I'm out there, I just get out there and go. When I'm on the bench, I'm thinking about what everyone can do so that we can win or just stay focused to keep going. But when I'm out there, I'm just playing.
At the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals, so I wish you more goals. You have 15 right now. That, of course, is second leading because Isaac Cooper has 17.
On a tear. He's on a tear.
He absolutely is on a tear, but so are you. I mentioned at the beginning, 4-game point streak, 3-game assist streak. So you've got the points racking up too. But in this case, I wish you more goals, so let's get that.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for doing this.
No problem.
I appreciate it. That was Alex Ringhofer of the Ice Bears. We'll take a break. More hockey coming up.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
This is what you're missing on Web Sports Radio in 30 seconds.
Well, Steve, you've probably had time to practice and learn and memorize the names of the new players, the numbers and all, and I'm just kind of coming here cold.
Dave, I am winging it. Joining me is Dan Lee. Dan, you're out of jail. Welcome.
I just happened to be coming by here to try to collect the $11.50 you owe me on our fantasy football league this year, and I still haven't got it.
I'm getting fingers, I'm getting points, I'm getting looks. Where's my director?
Hey, what are you trying to say? I haven't done this in a while? Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Yeah, okay.
Well, new rule change. Everything's changed. They play hockey on feet now.
Oh, I guess that really didn't work too well, did it? It's Missouri State Hockey on websportsradio.com. Join us.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with a whole host of other folks here today making this happen. Scott Lutzke keeps us on the air from a couple of hours away. Yes, that's what the 2 means. Cal Bussin on camera. I also have Mary is here today, Mary Pluger, and Marissa Friedman. Let's get both of you on there. Actually, we'll get everybody on there. So, hello all. Cam, we'll start with you. I called you Cam again. Cal. We'll start with you. First period, what do you think?
Thought it was better. We had a little bit of pressure there. I noticed this goalie is different than the one last night, so we got to make sure to test him out.
And Marissa, all good?
All good. I'm enjoying this one for sure. A lot
Mary?
more fast pace going on today.
There you go. Mary, everything good?
I'm loving it. The fans, they're getting into it, so I'm feeling it.
All right, let's hope the Ice Bears can feel it in period number 2. As the Ice Bears this time skate from the right to the left, Dordt from the left to the right. Quickly, it'll be Missouri State with Cooper descended in, driven over to the far side. The Ice Bears still trying to work it. It is Spector. He sends it out. Lead pass to Andrew Benson. Benson looking for the centering pass on the doorstep. They score. It was stopped by Tillman, but then it made its way through, and Hornman will get the goal. That is not what you want to see starting just 30 seconds into this period. But a 3-1 lead as Hornman was there to poke it past the goaltender Tillman. And that is goal number 3, the third straight for Dordt, and the first even strength goal of this contest. Hornman will get his 13th. And we'll catch the assists here in just a moment as they update the scoring. We get a whistle on a stoppage here. 19:10 to go in the period. Well, Benson will get an assist. At the 30-second mark. One minute expired in period number 2. Shots now 16-11, and that favors Dordt University. Buck in the Dordt end of the ice. Espenson is there. Zach. Line change for Dordt. They get one changed up. Shot comes in. They score. Trevor Alexander from the left side. He's able to put it past the goaltender, get his second goal of the season. And all of a sudden, Missouri State has put a couple on after yesterday being shut out. What a goal there. As he's getting upended, going to the left, and Alexander will get the goal. Missouri State stops the scoring. And it is a 3-2 lead. This one will be unassisted at 1:24. Stoppage and play here for the net being dislodged. But now it's a 3-2 game. And this is the answer that you want from Missouri State. To come back quickly. And they do it less than a minute later. Drive comes in, it's blocked. Here come the Ice Bears. Well, they had a break, but it rolled off of Eddie Bossler's stick. 17:53, the clock rolling. Dolman with a drive, it's blocked. Banked off the boards again. Shot missing wide. Dolman was right there. 17:42 to go in the period. Puck behind the net. Now Reedman. Lead pass as he threads the needle. We'll get the return deflection back. And that was missed. It was too many men. The officials did not call that play. Puck is sent down, and the Ice Bears will clear it up into the scorer's table area, so we'll get another puck, and we'll get another face-off with 17:10 to go in the period. But this goal has made it a 3-2 affair at 1:24 by Alexander, his second. Forstall started things off, then Schlechter gets a shorthanded goal. Forstall's was a power play. Schlechter shorthanded. Zach Espenson on the power play. Then Hornman to start the second period, and Alexander answering back. It's 3-2. Here come the Ice Bears and Ringhofer. Brings it wide left side. Ringhofer down the middle. He shoots up high. Behind the net. Centered up. Goes to Culleton. He shoots. It's blocked and deflected out of play. 16:47 to go in what has turned out to be a better game for Missouri State. (17-12) of the shots they favor the Dordt University defenders. Puck cleared out to center, all the way down in the Missouri State zone, no icing. Eifert back behind the net. Puck cleared out. Defenders bring it across the line. Shot by Loken misses wide. Eifert give it to Ringhofer. Return pass to Culleton. 16:11 to go in the period. Leaders for Missouri State include Isaac Cooper with 20 points, Eifert with 15, Kasu with 13, Culleton has 12, and Charlie Hager with 11. Whistle, stoppage of play, net gets dislodged. We will set it up and do it all again. 15:57 to go in the period. Missouri State today, 1 for 2 on the power play, 50%. For the season, 15.3, 11 of 72. I believe that's 32, or make that, I'll double check on this. I believe I have the Ice Bears 17 of 32, you add today, that's 18 of 34. Puck is cleared out to center. Back down into the Missouri State zone. Tillman has the shot go to him as it gets deflected in, and he'll hold on. So right next to our broadcast booth, we have the balcony here, and it's a birthday party, is what?
Yes, it's Graham's birthday today, so happy birthday, Graham. They're showing a really good show up here. They're real rowdy.
Yeah, there they are. You can see it. Having a lot of fun. Pizza, all of that stuff going on.
All of that stuff.
Good stuff. I mean, I smell it. It's right down in front of me. Let's play things you don't need for 10 points. That's one of them right now. Here come the Ice Bears. What they need is a goal. Drive in again by Alexander. Rebound on in front, and it just missed. Missouri State was that close to tying the game up. After Alexander's shot, the rebound out in front was missed by Jamison McGrath. Wouldn't he like to get his 4th goal of the season and have it a tying goal here? Considering that Dordt has shut out teams 4 of the last 6 games, for Missouri State to have 2 here, very important for them. Here come the defenders across the line, drive in high, missing by Welsh. Line change for the defenders, they get 1 on. Now on the ice is Torlina. He'll send it down in low. Eifert in for Missouri State. So is Horrell. Puck comes out in front. Alexander to keep it in. Right out in front, and Eifert will do the clearing all the way down. Icing will be the call. 13:32 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back into the Missouri State end of the ice. Don't forget another game coming up, the final of 4 this weekend. That will be Missouri State Division I, and if you missed it yesterday, they lost in a shootout 5-4. Exciting tying goal, Hunter Bolger with 11 seconds left. But Missouri State traditionally against Colorado State, as we'll get back to that in a second, is a big opportunity in front for Hornman was denied. Now a drive in, they score right out in front. It may have been tipped by Hornman, but if not, it'll be Jansen's goal, and they're reacting like it was Christopher Jansen who gets it, and now it's 4-2. Jansen will get his 2nd of the season. This one coming at 6:44. Here in the 2nd period. That quiets the crowd here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Now coming down to 13:03 remaining in the period. Next goal so important as Tillman steers Waggy's drive. Now the Ice Bears come out. Sprock left side. Sprock across the line, centering pass off of the stick of Eddie Bossler. Half boards again. Defenders bring it out. Here's Bart across the line. Drive in, Tillman deflects it wide by Carrolls. Rebound right side, it goes wide as Zach Espenson with the drive. 12:18 to go in the period. So Jansen will get the goal, his second, and they give an assist to Spector. It's his 18th. $11:57 to go in the period. And a 4-2 lead for Dordt. But once again, Missouri State faced with an important scenario here. Get the next goal. Sprock clears. Ice Bears change 3. The defense stays on. Here is a drive, and it makes its way through. Williams tried to slide and not allow Espenson's shot to get through, but it does. And now all of a sudden it's Dordt with just an onslaught here. Backhander in front. Big save by Tillman on the backhander by Veenstra. Ryland Veenstra had 2 goals yesterday. And for Veenstra, he now has a 15-game current point streak and a 21-game point streak going back to last season. Tillman will hold on here. 10:53 to go in the period. 4-2 in favor of the defenders. For Missouri State, it's Forrestal and Alexander. For Dordt, it's Schlechter, Zach Espenson, Hornman, and Jansen. Ice Bears, of course, playing without Zach Zaccardi today. Losing a stick at center is Spector. Puck sent back down into the Missouri State zone. Stolen, taken in front by Torlina. Coming down to 10:09 remaining in this period. Shot comes through. Everybody catches up with it, sees it. Now Jansen. Right side, drive in. It's blocked in front on the shot by Torlina. Here's Forrestal. He is able to clear. He gets hit from behind. The referee looks right at it, and play continues. That was a stick up high near the head of Forrestal, but the officials say play on. Icing will be the call here. 9:32 remains in the period. Shots 26-14, and that favors Dordt. Missouri State came in this weekend at 11-4. They're now 11-5. Dordt came in at 13-1. They are now 14-1. Ranked 11. Missouri State ranked 33. Had a chance to talk to head coach Tyler Morgan in the intermission. And I asked him if he is not necessarily upset that their team is ranked 11th, but could they be ranked higher? And he felt that they could, higher as in lower or as closer to number 1 as possible. And he felt they probably could. And right now they're playing like an excellent team. They showed it yesterday or last night. Here's a 2-on-1 drive in. Tillman makes the save on Bart. Once again. Attempt by Loken is blocked. Now out in front. Another drive and a save by Tillman. Carroll's up top. Now with a return pass. Carroll's, he shoots in, save. Tillman rebound loose. Tillman kicks it out. Net gets dislodged. Whistle stops play. Sometimes you wonder if the official should just do the right thing and put the net back on instead of stopping play. But it has been nothing but an issue We're going to have a timeout. Missouri State will take a timeout. Tell you what, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Ball 60! Ball 60 right here, right now!
This is more than a game. This is one team united by one goal.
1, 2, 3, Bears!
We are your Missouri State Ice Bears.
Back at Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. 4-2. In favor of Dordt. And for some reason, this is a long, extended timeout. Both teams getting ready. Goaltenders are all set up. And we are ready. Stays in the Missouri State zone. Back behind the net, Veenstra. Nicholas Espenson. Veenstra, back to Espenson. Back to Veenstra. Back to Espenson. Taken by Dolman. He shoots in. Blocker save Tillman. Behind the net. Reedman with some pressure. He's able to get it out. .736 to go in period number 2. Again, coming up 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll be on the air at 5:30. It'll be Division I. And getting back to my thought on Division I, after Missouri State went into overtime, which they have won every overtime game against Colorado State. Nobody scored, so they go into a shootout. And as luck would have it, Missouri State has lost all 5 games. They have gone into a shootout against Colorado State. So a 5-4 loss yesterday. Hoping to avenge that today at 6 p.m. We hope you'll tune in for that. Meanwhile, Missouri State, after a 4-0, the Division III squad that is, a 4-0 defeat yesterday. They're trying to see if they can maybe have a similar fate as far as at least tying this game up. Then they saw their counterparts do, and it has been tough against a strong Dordt defenders team. .635 remains. Getting pulled off the play is Ringhofer. Puck zips around him. Finley keeps it in. Ringhofer pushes his way through. Puck out to center. We're going to have play continue. No penalty here. I thought maybe the officials were looking at something. Behind the net, centering pass. It's Forstall to tip it out and bring it. As the puck gets flipped up into the netting on a deflection by Hornman, face-off will come out to the outside face-off dot, just outside the attacking zone. 6:01 to go in the period. So they determined it was deliberate. Face-off at center in front of the defensive zone now. Good play by John Hager, although puck comes in, it is snapped off the mask of the goaltender Tillman from the drive by Bart. Rebound, Bart has it, and a hand pass is called. Face-off will come outside the zone. Don't forget Route 66 Showcase next week. We will have all the games for you. We're still working out the details. Of course, Missouri State's broadcasts will have play-by-play. We're still working on any play-by-play for the other teams. At this point, we do not have that. You will see video coverage of it, just not play-by-play at this moment. Here across the line is a shot that misses by Bart. Rebound up top left side, Benson. Now a shot from the left circle by Carrolls is held on to by Tillman. Arkansas, Missouri State, Colorado School of Mines, and Nebraska all participating in the Route 66, now called the Route 66 Invitational. Forstall, he'll get it out to center. Now Eifert racing for it. He can't clear. Puck kept in. Left side, drive through some traffic. Broken up by the Ice Bears. Still slow to get it out. Horrell does. And he has possession. Horrell right side. He snaps it in and a save. Rebound, score! Jacob Horrell did not give up on the puck. The officials are talking it over. I don't believe we heard a whistle. I do not believe we heard a whistle. Scott, if we can replay that one more time after this. But it is apparently a goal. Yeah, that was not covered at all. So it's a 4-3 game. On the goal by Jacob Horrell, his 5th of the season. So a 4-3 contest, and like we've been saying almost every broadcast, so important to get that next goal. And for the team that's trailing, you get it, and there's life. And there's plenty of time. Here's a drive. Forstall with a save, or with a shot that is, and a save by Van Noord. With 4:16 to go. So Missouri State hanging tough here. There come the defenders. They bring it across the line. Hornman gets a drive in. Tillman will hold on. .401 remaining in the period. In a 4-3 game now. Here's Culleton. Puck behind the net. Culleton fights with Hornman. Down to 3.5 remaining in this period. But a 4-3 game. Puck is deflected into the defender's bench. Oh! Culleton and Jansen kind of kick at each other a little bit there. No penalty apparently. Eifert. His pass deflected back in. 3:10 remaining. Icing will be the call. So we came in with Rylan Veenstra leading with 37 points, 19 goals, 18 assists. Mason Spector with 30. Zach Espenson with 23. Ruben Hornman with 22. And Nick Espenson with 20. But that's going to change after today. .250 in the clock remaining to roll here in period 2. Coming up, second period intermission guest. That will be Carter Eifert. Another oldie but goodie. Far side to Loken. Behind the net. Good play by Eifert, as looking to center it was Bart. And it's deflected away, cleared all the way down by Aiden Dupner. Line change for Missouri State. With authority is Dolman. Centering pass out in front. And it was deflected away from Bart's drive. Now behind the net again. Bart with a pass broken up by Missouri State. Bossler had his pocket picked. 1:57 remains. So Horrell's goal is unassisted officially. That one coming at 15:21. Puck deflected out to center. And Forrestal will retrieve. Too far for Hager, but it connects now with Adam Sprock, right side. Sprock across the line. Shovel back to the left. Off of Alexander. Turned around by the defenders, left to right across the line. Here is a great chance for Dolman, and it's covered up by Tillman. He'll hold on. 1:13 to go. Face off to the right. Now Missouri State goaltender Isaac Tillman. Puck in the zone, hit the crossbar. As Spector drives in left side, hits the crossbar, and the goalie's best friend keeps it a 4-3 game. Here's Spector again. Has some room left side. Finley cuts him off for Missouri State. Shot in this time by Connor Parix-Ellis. That's what coach said. Now up top, Eifert, or make that Ringhofer, is able to grab the puck. Cannot connect with Cooper. 32 seconds remains. Missouri State has come back in this hockey game after trailing as much as 3-1. Delayed call. Penalty coming up against Missouri State. The goaltender comes out. And Dordt, if they're smart, which I think they're going to do, they're going to wait, let the time expire, although they didn't do it this time. And with 2.1 seconds left, as we get a holding call against Reedman. I thought they were going to let the period run out and start a fresh 2 minutes, but that's not going to happen. So 2 penalties, 4 minutes. Defenders on power play number 2. And that'll do it for the period. 1:57 as we head into period number 2 will be left on Colton Reedman's penalty. In the second period, though, 4 goals, starting with Hornman at 30 seconds, getting his 13th of the season. And then Alexander at 1:24 comes back for Missouri State with his second. Jansen at 6:44, his second for the defenders, who take a 4-2 lead. And then Horrell, after the puck was not held long enough to draw a whistle by Van Noord, gets his 5th of the season. It's unassisted, and Missouri State has now a 4-3 deficit. Shots on goal in the period: 24 on Tillman, 2-period total of 39. 6 on Van Noord, and a 2-period total of 17. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear an oldie but goodie from Carter Eifert. After 40, it's just a 1-goal game. Missouri State does trail, though.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Steve Casson with Carter Eifert, 5 goals, 12 assists for the freshman out of Troy, Missouri. And I know you're a local product, but did you expect to stay local playing with Missouri State?
No, to be honest, in the beginning, I really wanted to go out of town, see what my options are that way. But as I got older and started to see what was really going on, I figured might as well stay close to home. Enjoy the hockey here. We got a good program, good organization going on, so figured might as well stay close if I can.
When I say how much did you know of Missouri State, obviously you grew up, so you had heard of Missouri State, but with your other options, how closely did you pay attention?
With playing junior blues back home, back in St. Louis, there's a lot of guys that came to Missouri State from there, so just playing there and playing at Afton in general, you hear a lot about the Ice Bears and what Missouri State's doing, so it's always kind of been there.
I mean, you could have gone to SLU, you could have gone to Maryville, you could have gone to, at the time, I think Belleville was there for a while. I mean, there was a bunch of options, but you chose to come down here, I assume because other people you knew?
Yeah, I have a lot of buddies on this team that I grew up playing with. A few of them I started playing hockey with, and it's cool just to come back down here, play with them again, and if say this is the end of the road, finish it out with the guys I started with. I think it's something special.
Carter Eifert is joining us of the Missouri State Ice Bears. And now, I've phonetically spelled your name EYEF-FERT. Okay, but what else have you been called? I'm sure you've been called other names.
I've been called Effort, Efert, I fart a few times. That was a funny one that came around in grade school, early grade school, but a lot of effort and effort.
So what's the craziest you were ever called over a PA system where there's tons of fans watching and he messes it up?
It's just been, effort's been the most common one, I guess. Something about the way it looks, it just rolls off the tongue better, but I haven't really cared about it, to be honest.
Sure, I guess it wouldn't be a big issue. So being that you're with Missouri State now and you've had a chance to kind of get an idea of what this club is all about, I assume you made the right choice?
Oh, absolutely. I love the group that we got going on here. I think we have something special. And with the game that we got right now, I think we're pretty hot at the moment. So if we can just keep going in the same direction, we could do big things in this year and next coming years.
I don't know if you knew this or how much you followed the Division III hockey, but they've set a lot of records in that you know, they've gone to nationals, they've gone to the Final Four, they played in 5 outdoor games in one season. I mean, a lot of these different, you said, wow, like maybe you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know about the outdoor
but
one.
Those are things that the Division III team has done that Division I has not done yet. So when I say you're going into new territory, you are, but at the same time, the Division III team is making a name of itself, and you're part of that now.
Absolutely. I think the glue that we got going on here between the D1 and D3 team, it makes us feel like, you know, some people might be embarrassed to say they play D3, but here it's like you're just another hockey player. So I think being able to come to the rink with confidence really helps us play to the best of our ability every day.
Carter Eifert is joining us of the Missouri State Ice Bears. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm going to school right now for exercise and movement science, so I'm trying to be a physical therapist.
Now, in the hockey realm or just in general? Or?
I'm trying to stay in the sports side of things, just because growing up an athlete, I'm trying to stay in the sports world as long as I can. So being able to help athletes get back, rehab as fast as they can, and get back to the sport they love playing is going to be a big deal.
Missouri State has a former Ice Bear who is now I guess his title is assistant athletic trainer with the St. Louis Blues. I don't know if you knew that, but Brendan McClue used to play Division II, then Division I hockey, and he was same thing, movement, exercise, science, and of course he has some contacts up there, knew some people, and the next thing you know, that's what he is. If you go to the website right now, I think he's under as assistant. Let's see, what do they call him? Assistant. He used to be physical therapist or something to that effect, but now I guess he's assistant athletic trainer.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Must be nice. Yeah. So you've got contacts with St. Louis if you needed it, but I assume that's kind of what you wanted to maybe go around those realms in sports somewhere somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a couple rehabs that I'd go through, so going in and out of physical therapy a couple times, just seeing that process and how much they care about like the athlete themselves is something that I really want to do.
Carter Eifert of the Missouri State Ice Bears joining us. You mentioned earlier about what you like about this hockey club, but who are some of the leaders, or who there's maybe the most inspirational? And I'm sure there have been times during the season where the team has been down and they needed some kind of spark, and maybe this player provided that.
We got a few of those guys. We got some guys that are more leaders vocally, and we got some guys that are more lead by example. So, like, I would say Colleton's a good example of someone who leads by example. He gives his heart every night, 110%. And I think just seeing someone like that doing it all the time makes you, like, not want to let him down, I guess. But I would say vocally, we got a lot of guys vocally. No one's really scared to speak up. Everyone's got a good role. No one really thinks anyone's better or higher, like supremacy-wise, I guess you could say. But a lot of guys have good things to say.
You mentioned Tyler Culleton, and right now has the longest Division III Ironman streak in 97 games, 6th all-time in points with 126, 4th all-time in assists with 78. I'm sure you want to get close to those records later on, right?
Absolutely. I try my best.
So are you one of those kind of guys that you get out there and you've got 5 goals and 12 assists? So are you a guy that maybe is more of an apples guy, or do you want to score?
It really doesn't matter, honestly. I see the 2 points that the team gets for a win is better than a 2-point night for me, or maybe even a 1-point night. But I like to think of myself as more of a playmaker. I like to see the ice, not really focus on getting to the net and scoring the goals, but opening up the ice and getting away from my teammates to score.
Carter Eifert is joining us, the Missouri State Ice Bears. Do you remember the first time you were out on the ice?
Oh, man. I don't remember exactly, but back home there's a little rink out in Winsfield that I grew up, and that's where I did all the learn-to-plays and stuff at. So just running around that rink is probably the earliest memory for me.
How about in an organized game? Do you remember maybe a goal or something?
Man, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, to be honest with you. But
I hear you on that.
Not really anything, but there was one year, I think I want to say Squirts or Mites, that we won some in-town tournament, and they gave us a bunch of apple cider bottles that we were acting like it was champagne and in the locker room and stuff, so that was pretty fun.
All right, take us through your 5 goals. Of those 5, which one do you remember the most?
Man. I like the one that I think it was my most recent one. It came through, Colton passed it over to me, banked off my skate, and I kind of batted it out of the air. That one was pretty fun. The one that we had against Arkansas in their barn was cool just because they pack, so scoring against them in front of all their fans was pretty fun.
I can agree with that, but we pack sometimes, right?
Oh, absolutely. So I love playing here.
Well, plus, you play on a regulation rink. I mean, no offense to them, but their neutral zone is we're only standing 6 feet away from each other. That's about as big as a neutral zone.
It was 3 strides. You're offsides almost every time.
Absolutely. As Carter Eifert is joining us of the Missouri State Ice Bears, who is your favorite NHL player?
Right now, I would say Quinn Hughes, current player, Quinn Hughes.
Okay.
I think his skating ability and leadership coming into the league, even when he was a rookie, he was just able to kind of control the game. And I think the way he sees the game and plays is something I'm trying to reflect in mine.
Do you have maybe an oldie but goodie, someone that maybe a classic skater?
Oh, man. I've always had we had a couple Mario Lemieux plaques up on my wall back at the apartment. We got what's his name? Tony Twist. We got a couple Tony Twist ones up there.
Oh, yeah, but you have gloves to go with it?
Oh, no, I wish.
Who's your favorite team?
I guess you got to say the Blues, right, coming from St. Louis. But of all time, I just always loved following Crosby and following the Penguins and seeing what they did. Like, they had the 3 or 4 Stanley Cups in a row and playing the Winter Classic, and just seeing that kind of timeline for them was something really cool.
So here's the problem. Pittsburgh, depending on what they do, can make the playoffs. St. Louis,
right,
depending on what they can do, make the playoffs too. Now, they got a point the other night against Florida, but you got to get 2.
Oh, my. It's an up and down ride, these seasons with the Blues these past couple years.
It really has. I mean, they've got a good team.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make some trades?
You'd hope so. I think if they're sticking with the guys they got now, they got to figure something out, get them to glue together a little bit more. But they need to do something in the office.
Unfortunately, Berube's not available.
Yeah.
Tyler, Carter Eifert is joining us of the Missouri State Ice Bears. At the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals. So I do wish you more goals. And as this season gets ready to progress, one thing I want to talk about quickly is postseason. Now, Missouri State Division III traditionally has been that perennial postseason team. You're going to go to MACA playoffs, but what remains to be seen is the ACHA playoffs. Obviously, still a goal for the team.
Absolutely. We're trying to take it one step at a time. Obviously, get through MACA first, and then worry about going to nationals and stuff. But I think the main goal for everyone is make it to nationals. So I think that obstacle in the way is MACA, and we're just going to try to tear through it and get to nationals.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be playing teams that can make you jump through that. Your remainder of your schedule is the same way too, and hopefully that'll happen for you.
Absolutely.
So we're coming down to the end of the interview. Usually when I talk to players, they end up scoring goals. Now, even though this is a taped one, it's going to play during the game, so they end up scoring goals, so hopefully you'll get a couple more.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah,
I appreciate
thank you.
it. All right, that is Carter Eifert of the Missouri State Ice Bears. We'll take a break. More hockey coming up.
Tri-Lakes Marine started with Pat and Eric working out of the back of their service truck, repairing boats and keeping folks on the water. Today, Tri-Lakes Marine is the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state. At Tri-Lakes Marine, you will find in stock Yamaha outboards, G3 aluminum fishing boats, and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats. And Tri-Lakes Marine is still a full-service dealer with a complete Yamaha service center because maintenance matters. We take care of our customers. Check out our full lineup of boats and motors at Tri-Lakes Marine, 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160.
This is what you're missing on Web Sports Radio in 30 seconds.
Well, Steve, you've probably had time to practice and learn and memorize the names of the new players, the numbers and all, and I'm just kind of coming here cold.
Dave, I am winging it. Joining me is Dan Lee. Dan, you're out of jail. Welcome.
I just happened to be coming by here to try to collect the $11.50 you owe me on our fantasy football league this year, and I still haven't got it.
I'm getting fingers, I'm getting points, I'm getting looks. Where's my director?
Hey, what are you trying to say? I haven't done this in a while? Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you know, new rule change. Everything's changed. They play hockey on feet now.
Oh, I guess that really didn't work too well, did it? It's Missouri State Hockey on websportsradio.com. Join us.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Let's head for the third period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with Scott Lutzke, Cal Bussin, who keeps us going camera work-wise. Scott keeps us on the air. Mary Friedman. No, Mary Pluger. And what is it?
Mary Pleister.
Oh, Pleister. What did I say?
Pluger.
Oh, I don't know
where that came from.
I don't know where that came from either. And Marissa Friedman also helping us out, keeping us going here on this broadcast. The only one that's not going is me, trying to figure all these names out. Up top, here is Espenson. It's blocked, and the puck is cleared out to center. So the fans that are up here next to us yelling, "Let's go Bears," as you can hear. And they're hoping that Missouri State, is being outshot 39-17, can possibly tie this game up. It's a 4-3 scenario here. Puck driven up high, misses. They get it once again to Zach Espenson. He'll drop it down to the right side to Veenstra. Espenson again, Veenstra. Espenson driving, pad save, rebound, they score. This is a power play goal. And the defenders are 2 for 3, I believe, on the power play. You see, I believe Hornman will now get his second goal of the game. That'll be his 14th. And it is now a 5-3 game. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears come back. They bring it across the line. Getting hit off the play is Ringhofer. Delayed offside. Missouri State will have to clear the zone. They do. .41 shots now for Dordt. Tillman, his career high shots against, 40, make that 50. He stopped 48 of 50 in a 4-2 victory over Kansas on September 20th. You get a whistle, stoppage and play, penalty coming up. Far end referee Mark Marzola called this one. It'll go against Benson. And it's a cross check. So Andrew Benson in. Just the third now power play for Missouri State. as the Ice Bears are 1 for 2 on the power play. I believe the defenders are 2 for 2 because there is just 2 penalties assessed to Missouri State. And both of them have been scored on by Dordt. Ice Bears looking to get back within a goal again. Puck dropped down behind the net. Alexander to crash in. Ice Bears have it to Finley, half boards. Finley, his pass broken up. Alexander there. Here is a shot that missed wide from Forstall on the right side. Horrell, who got a goal earlier, could not keep it in as Zach Espenson is able to clear. .50 seconds remaining. Ice Bears do keep it in. Cooper. Spun all the way around to Eifert. Eifert behind the net. Looking for help. Finley drive and a save, and the rebound cleared. Best shot of the game for Hunter Finley. But Van Noord steers it aside. 26 remains. Now with 16, the Ice Bears trying to move it ahead. Across the line, into the zone for Cooper. He waits, he shoots, it's blocked. Near side boards. Reedman sends it around in front of Jansen. Up top after a save, missed wide. Rebound out in front. Tied up is Reedman. Man out of the box. He'll go to the bench. That is Benson. We get an icing call. So Hornman gets his 14th. Veenstra will get an assist. And for Veenstra, what that does is that continues his streak. It's now a 22-game streak going back to last season, and 15, make that 16-game current streak. That is every game he's played. He has had a point in every game he's played this season. And also, Zach Espenson will get an assist. On that goal that came at 112. Penalty as Jansen was assessed. So now it's power play number 4 for Missouri State. And a shorthanded goal. Second shorthanded goal of this game for Dordt. And it's tough. You don't want to have your goaltender come out and try to play the puck. Now a 6-3 lead. .130 remaining in the penalty to Jansen. And the Ice Bears still having a tough time with these Dordt defenders. .110 remaining in the power play. Here's Eifert waiting. He shoots, he scores! Eifert will get the goal, just an innocent drive that went over the shoulder of Van Noord. And Missouri State has made it a 2-goal game again. Eifert from the left side. This one coming at 5:18. Eifert will get his 9th of the season. And don't look now. You get another one. We're back to a 1-goal game again. So Missouri State on the power play goal. They're now 2 for 4. So we get a stoppage of play here. And do we get penalties? It's Eifert from Ringhofer and Culleton. Penalty against Horrell. And now it's another power play. 3rd power play for the defenders. Drive comes in, it's blocked on Nick Espenson's attempt. 1:27 remaining in the power play. Drop down in. Chased by Welsh. Now nobody moving the puck. Officials say keep playing. Left side drive blocked in front on the shot by Nick Espenson. Rebound is right there on the line. Shot was deflected right into the goaltender, Tillman, as he fell backwards. But we are going to get a boarding call. Or maybe a rough. I believe this might be a rough. So Hornman will go. Horrell originally in for boarding. And now we skate 4-on-4 for 55 seconds, and then Missouri State will have a power play. Here's a spin around shot missing by Carrolls. Puck taken by Missouri State. Deflected from behind from Forrestal by Carrolls. Now getting pushed into the boards is Spector. Williams off the ice for Missouri State. Now Welsh with 19 remaining in the 4-on-4. Welsh behind the net. Ice Bears steal. Culleton goes wide. Centering pass as he tried to get it to Eddie Bossler. Too far for him. Bossler to drive it down, but it's kicked outside off of Veenstra's stick and all the way down with 12:09 to go in the period. Here's Finley. Finley across the ice looking for some help. Finley to Ringhofer. Too far, too fast for him. Ringhofer will send it around the net. Cooper centered it up in front off of Culleton. Up top, Forrestal, now to Culleton. He shoots in, save, rebound, loose, and it's cleared. 19 seconds to go in the power play, number 5 for Missouri State. Ice Bears bring it across the line, 3-on-3. Culleton with it. Gets it to Cooper. Power play is expired. Drive in, save. The rebound is cleared out to center, coming off the bench or out of the box is Hornman. He has it. Hornman breaks free, right out in front, wrap around. And the net is dislodged. Good play by Tillman to stretch all the way across and not allow that. .52 remains in a 6-4 game. In case you missed the scoring, we'll go over it here in just a moment. 10:40 remaining. Ice Bears do get it out. Culleton goes to the bench as he sends it in. Cooper tries to work it. Wagee. His pass goes to Hornman. Big hit along the near side boards. Fans react to that. Play continues. Drive comes in and shot that missed wide by Wagee. Rebound out in front. Now it's worked behind the net again. Ice Bears do get it out to center. Too far for McGrath, and the puck sent back in, and another save by Tillman. We get a whistle here. It's going to be a cross check. Goes against Missouri State. Cross check has been called. Forstall will go. You saw it right there at the side of the net. 5 penalties, 10 minutes assessed to Missouri State. Power play number 4 for the defenders. Here out of his own zone, Zach Espenson. Across the line, defenders have some room. A shot that came in from Veenstra. He'll have it up top, looking right side. Now up top again. Shuttle pass, it's deflected away and cleared out to center. .112 to go in the 4th power play for Dordt this evening. Drive comes in, the rebound out in front, good save. The follow-up by Hornman, looking for 3, doesn't happen. Now a shot through traffic, missing wide by Nick Espenson. He'll have it again. Drop it down in low, 8:40 to go. 45 remaining. That misses wide and gets deflected out. 8:29 to go in the period. Shots 52-22. Which is a career high against Tillman. It was 50 earlier against Kansas on September 20th, but now his new career high here today. So goals in the 3rd period. A power play goal, Hornman is 14th. Short-handed, Zach Espenson. Paraxelis will get an assist. Eifert on the power play at 5:18, Ringhofer and Culleton. And we have a 6-4 game in favor of Dordt. Power play is expired. Drive comes in. It just missed as Carroll's got the shot off. 7:44 to go in the period. Puck at center. And it'll be sent in. Chasing it for Missouri State was Aiden Dupner, but it's retrieved. Here's Dolman. Has it for Dordt. Drive comes in and a save by Tillman. $7:19 to go in the period. Face-off will stay in the Missouri State zone. Don't forget another game tonight, 6 p.m., Missouri State Division I against Colorado State. Not only are they important games, but they are WCHL league games for Missouri State. Winner of the league gets an auto bid to nationals. Very important. Penalty coming up. It goes against Dordt. Into the box, Mike Torlina for cross-checking. Power play number 6 for the Ice Bears. 5 penalties, 10 minutes for each team. Here's Forstall with a drive in. Gloved by Van Noord. Face off to the right of Van Noord. Left is, he looks at it. Right off the draw, Alexander has it turned aside. Clock is not rolling. Our clock shows 6:30. They finally ran the clock. And we have a deficit of about 10 seconds. Our clock, which is accurate, is at 6:08. They're at 6:21. Maybe they'll adjust in the next stoppage and play. Puck across the line. They're saying Finley is in okay, so play continues. Now it's cleared out to center, no icing. Missouri State lost the puck out in front, shorthanded, missing an attempt was Locken, and we get whistle, stoppage, and play. Now we are at 5:30 on our clock, which is fairly close to accurate. And they're at 5:43. Well, they're going to keep the time, so we'll keep our time at this point, but unfortunately, somebody's getting a little bit of an extra power play. Oh, Eifert, after losing the puck, tried to block it from being cleared. Now we're caught up with time. Here's Culleton. Across the line, well, he stopped short of the puck, or short of the drop stick and the line. Here's Cooper. To Culleton, he shoots in, save. So we're caught up, 5:07 to go, 16 seconds left in the power play, which theoretically should be over by now. Line change for both teams. And the draw taken by Dordt, sent by Benson in on goal. Down to 3 seconds, and that'll do it. Power play has expired. Drive comes in. It'll be held on to by Van Noord. 4:47 to go. Face off to the right of Van Noord. Draw one. Forstall will send it in, and it'll be held on to once again. You look at the leaders coming into today's game for Missouri State. Isaac Cooper, the leader, with 20 points. Carter Eifert with 15. Wilkesue with 13. Tyler Culleton with 12. 8 goals, 4 assists. Cross-ice pass connects with Dolman. Behind the net. 4:23 to go. Puck sent at center. Getting upended is Williams. No call there. Puck stolen, just missed wide. As Dolman had a good chance in front. This one wide by Zach Esperson. .344 remains. Line change for the defenders. Here's Benson. Across to Bart. Over to the left side, missing it was Carroll's, and we get a whistle for a stoppage. It is a 2-goal game, and for the most part, you get another one here. You have a chance to potentially tie this up. Does Missouri State. Ice Bears give up the puck behind the net, back out in front. A drive on a snapshot goes wide by Carroll's. And the Ice Bears have a hard time bringing it out. They finally do. Cohen across the line. Return pass missing by Aiden Burke. Burke sat out a game. He was assessed a disqualification last time Missouri State played at home. That was as technically the road team against Drury last weekend. Now across the line, offside as Cohen was in too soon. Face-off will come outside the zone. Although we're going to get the trainer out to take a look at Isaac Tillman. So something happened with Tillman after that last save. Let's see if we can catch what may have happened. Oh, just stretching out. Just making a, yeah, you could see him wince right there after that, after making a big stretch to the right with his leg. So the trainer is apparently happy with what was discussed. So we're good to go with 2:32 remaining. 6-4 lead for Dordt as the Ice Bears want to cut it again. Alexander's shot missing high. Rebound from Reedman. That misses wide. Oh, puck tipped away. Here's a 2-on-1 for Dordt. Leading it is Hornman, and he missed it wide. Down to the 2-minute warning. Here come the Ice Bears. Across the line. Snapshot in by Horrell. Good save. Now Jansen. .138. Puck off the boards, out in front of the Missouri State bench. Ice Bears steal. They bring it across, left side. Oh, a big blocker save. The rebound, juicy rebound, is missed wide. Initial shot by Ringhofer. Cooper with the follow-up. Now Cooper again. Centered it in front. Ringhofer missed. Now a stoppage because guess what? Net dislodged. So we'll do it again with 1:10 remaining. Culleton missed wide. Here's Culleton again. He shot and he just missed lower corner. 52 remains. Now Eifert. Culleton to tip in front. Potentially a save there by Van Noord. And it's cleared out to center. 40 seconds. Culleton again. Fans want to see something here. Culleton's shot off the goal line is gobbled up by Van Noord, and he'll hold on. Looking to go 8-1 on the season. .56 goals against average, .903 save percentage. Nah, it's not even close to Tim Nansen. Their second goaltender, or well, Tim's really their number one, although you can argue both can be. But he's 7-0 with a .16 goals against average. That'll do it. As time runs out, shots on goal. .13 in the third on Van Noord. 3-period total of 30. 15 on Isaac Tillman. A new career high. 3-period total of 54. Power plays. Missouri State was 2 for 6. And Dordt was 2 for 4. Again, Forrestal in the first period on the power play. Schlechter with a shorthanded goal. Then it is Zach Esperson to make it a 2-1 game. Horman, it's 3-1. Alexander for Missouri State, 3-2. Horrell, his fifth at 15:21 of the second. And it is a 1-goal game again. Hornman, his 14th on the power play at 1:12 of the third. And then a second goal by Nick Esperson, shorthanded at 4:37. And then at 5:18, Eifert on the power play, his 9th. Ends up a 6-4 game. Another game coming up right after this. Well, 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll have it for you right here on the Division I stream. But coming up, games next week. We will have the Route 66 Showcase. That is going to be A lot of fun with Missouri State, Arkansas, Nebraska, and Colorado School of Mines. And then it's Division III action after that, November 21st and 22nd. Single games, believe it or not, just single games on the 21st and 22nd. And then the big rivalry, Missouri State and Drury, Division I, as Missouri State is the visiting team in December, and that finishes things out for this year of hockey. And we will do it all again next season, or well, next year actually, for the second half of the season. But that will finish things out here for us at Brightspeed Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena. For Cal, for Scott, who keeps us on the air, for Mary, and for Marissa, I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for joining us. Final score 6-4 Dordt. Until about an hour from now, good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.